which is a chain, which means I can do this. Hello and welcome to my Let's Play of Pandora's Tower. I personally am actually playing the Wii version, disc-based version on the Wii U, but the reason I am playing this is because it is now available on the Wii eShop, so you can buy this on your Wii U, and this is a terribly underrated game. I was so happy I managed to find this. I actually managed to find all of the disc-based sort of games that are in that petition in the final life cycle of the Wii. There was this, Xenoblade Chronicles Last Story, and yeah, these really, really good games. So, what kind of game is it? It is, as you can see, a third-person, hacky-slashy, action-y game. It's a mix between Devil May Cry and Legend of Zelda. And it works very well. You can see the weapon I have equipped now is a scythe. Also, I will say I am overpowered because you do get my favourite thing in games! Gameplay Plus. When you beat the main game, you then get to play again with your powers all intact. Right, let's show off. I also have this thing, which is a chain, which means I can do this. And throw. And yes, so you can swing enemies around. You can just give them a good old throw. You can just rip into their flesh. And then finish them off. There are lots of fun things you can do with this chain. And then, of course, I do have a scythe. If you hold down, you charge up a combo. And this is the main point of the game. Hold down the B button. You can choose a body part. And then you can rip off flesh from it. Oh, I actually got the little guy. Let's get the main body. Beast flesh. That is what we want. Can you see in the bottom corner, left-hand side? So I'm probably going to have to put my face up high because these gauges down it. I've actually got a pointer. That's actually useful. Down here, where my blue pointer is. This gauge is the most important thing for you to keep an eye on, because if this empties, you will die, and I will explain that later. Big bar, jaggedy yellowy bar is your health. Bottom bar is the power of your chain. With direction buttons you can cycle through items you have, and I believe it's, yeah, down or up to use. Good old healing elixir. And yeah, nice and simple. C, analog stick is your moving, C is your general interaction button, Z is block, slash dodge. Actually got a decent dodge on him. I haven't been using it because, as I say, I'm overpowered. You find items, use C to pick up the items, A is your attacks. If you hold down A, you get to charge up and go sparkly. You can run around while you do this. Once you release, you'll then do a powerful move. Did you see on that first release? There's this blue circle that appears. If you hit in time, you get extra combos. Good mechanic. I really enjoy that. It means there's a bit more diversity to the combo system. It's not just, you can't just win, you need to have a bit of timing to it. If you hold down B, that's when you use your chain, and you actually slow down time and zoom in. Then you can catch people. Let's throw him at this guy. Yeah! So he knocked the bug out the wall. What you can also do with this chain is we link it to someone. Ow! Link it to someone. You can also then link them to an object. So they're tied down, or you can use them to pull levers and whatnot. When they go into this red form, you can either kill them, just slashing them, which usually just gives you their item. If you zoom in and lock on, these are a small one, so we've only got one area to lock on, and rip the flesh off, you get a higher chance of getting better items. I'm back into that first corridor. Yes, on the other side of this door there was this wooden block that went through here, and that sort of stopped you from progressing. But now I've made a shortcut to this area. Doop. And we'll just use you to pull up. So yeah, your melee weapon's quite simple to use. But the chain is fun. Now, if you hold down... Oh no, I double clicked on him, so now he's bound. I'll wait for my chain to return. So, if you put your chain on someone, you've got them. You can actually, if you want, you drag them around with you. As you see, my chain bar increases. Now, while his friend's asleep, I'm going to attach him to his friend. Now they're both bound, you see that this chain bar is decreasing, that's when they're going to break free. If I attack him, the damage actually travels across the train and to his buddy. Which is quite a cool mechanic. And really useful when you're fighting a lot of enemies at times, so you can just kill two birds with one stone. Also restricting their movements. With the bigger enemies, you can chain different sections. I'll try and show that when I get a chance. You're not bigger enemies. Okay, also, when you zoom in, if you just tap A when the crosshairs, you see the yellow crosshairs going down? That just means you give a shot. So you can just attack enemies from a distance by shooting if you so desire. Oh, not quite close enough. There it is, and bam! A very useful skill. So if enemies are strong when you're starting out, it's good to use the shot to just attack them, weaken them, and then get in close and finish them. As I say, I love this game. Like, the combat's simple, but there's a lot you can do with just the buttons you have and the waggles. Love the music, very atmospheric. And the dungeons layouts are all different. They have like similar themes and elements to them, but they're all quite different with different kinds of puzzles. Can I do it here now? Yeah, it's very Zelda-like, as in you don't have a jump button. You do a lot of automatic jumps and lifts. So you don't actually... Sorry. It's got automatic jumps. So when you get to the end of a ledge, you will either leap off. If there's somewhere to leap to, you will jump. If there's something to climb, you'll just automatically climb it by walking into it. That kind of thing. Which I like. And there are more complicated jumps because you have this chain. Oh, you actually a point I can lock onto now. There's walls and things you can hang on with the chain. Ooh! Ooh, 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 ooh. Can I do this? Right, these doors are in every dungeon. I've now, because I've completed the game and gone round again, I've collected keys which you can buy from this lady. I'll show you her later. I've never been in this room before. What do I get in here? So these are like hidden extras, again for like playthroughs again. Ooh. What are you? Oh dear God, what are you? Okay, giant tree creature. Let's hope I'm overpowered enough to deal with this situation. Must collect items. Okay, it's a slow-moving tree creature. What else have I got in this room? Let's deal with you. You can actually go and attack him. Or not. Okay. He eats him. Good to know. See, if you want, you can attack from distance, just keep... Oh god, do you not rip? Yeah, you can rip flesh off them. You can build that up by holding C or pulling in a direction, you build that up. This is also how you kill, like, the main bosses. And then rip, that does a big amount of damage. Ah, cool. Do we get different areas of you? Not really, one area. Let's rip off, what do I get from you? Dripping flesh, that's what you want. Ooh, this is cool. I've not actually been in this kind of area before. Ooh, that shiny chest looks enticing. Sage Stone. Ooh, need to keep an eye on my time. I'm getting halfway through. Very rarely do you ever want it to get past halfway. Oh man, I thought this just opened the room, but there's like other areas in here to go into. Does this just give me a shortcut through, or can I get to these areas normally? Sorry, I'm discovering new things. I was just gonna like have this as like a playthrough where I just have a little go and explain what's going on. Oh, is that actually all that it gives me? Oh, a witch's wand. Yeah, I'm literally just gonna try and sell you this game. I love the combat, the different things you can do with the chain, and you get different enemies with different attacks. Aha, see, you can actually use your chain to grab items as well. So if you see any sparkly points up here, you can zoom in, grab items at a distance. Let's drop down here. And here, what's in the chest? This chest! Oh my god, this is a lower level. I climbed up here earlier, I believe. So what's in here? Yay! That's how you get up there. Well, okay, good. You don't really take full damage. I couldn't quite remember that. Oh, hey you. Go hang out with your friend. And bam, and bam, and bam. Now, that is a very useful thing to do. Because if you chain them both, the damage will travel to both of them. To both of them. So you're basically causing double damage. Right, what I'm going to do now is I am going to return. Actually, I'll show you something. One more thing quickly. Oh god, there's actually more of these guys than I anticipated. Oh, and we have actually come across one of the other interesting things. You see, one of the little guys is covered in purple. Well, that means he is very strong. He is probably about 4 times as strong as a normal one. Thankfully, it's a little guy, not the big guy. So I've dealt with him quite easily. But yeah, you got to watch out. That can really screw you over later in the game with some of the strong enemies getting it. Now, bigger guy, so I can actually go for the different areas of him. From his torso. Oh god, he's doing that move. If I chain up his body, he's sort of a bit immobilized. Take the chain off him. If I go for his face, then he can't really see and he wanders round. But if I go for his legs, damn it. If I go for his legs, he's basically hogtied to the ground. Then you can build up your chain. This is what helps you against strong enemies later on, and now he is basically bound. Eventually his arms will get free than the rest of him. Press minus to retrieve your chain. And I got some more dripping fresh. So yes. Let me know what you think so far in the comments section below. I will carry on back at the observatory next time. So also you can comment on my Facebook page if you want to see more. If there's anything in particular you want to see about this game, let me know. And I will do my best to tell you about it. So, like, subscribe, share, and TTFN.